Hi, welcome to this lesson, part 3 of our lessons on grammatical names, and this lesson focuses on prepositional phrase. We would look at the structure and the functions performed by prepositional phrases. I am Emmanuel Joseph. Welcome. In our previous lessons, we talked about the structure of a phrase. We pointed out that a phrase does not have a subject-predicate arrangement. This lesson continues to look at another type of phrase, this time the one that begins with a preposition. So we would say that a prepositional phrase is a group of words that does not have a subject-predicate arrangement, yet it begins with a preposition and is followed by a noun, a pronoun, or a noun phrase. What we would be saying in this instance is that the preposition is the most important element in this group, and every other word has to follow the preposition. And when we say every other word in this instance, we limit those words to determiners, adjectives, and nouns, which can occur together to form noun phrases. Some examples of prepositional phrases would be as presented on the screen. On a hill, the starting word there is on. A hill is a noun phrase. The second one, near the calm river. Near is the preposition. The calm river is the noun phrase made up of a determiner, the, calm as an adjective, river as a noun. The third example, behind the cupboard. Behind is the preposition, while the cupboard is the noun phrase. Then the last example at this point, on Monday, on is the preposition, while Monday is the proper noun. If we were to look at the structure of the prepositional phrase from what we have said so far, we would notice that the prepositional phrase has a head word, which is traditionally a preposition. Then it has a complement to the head word, which is a noun phrase, a noun or a pronoun. Then it also has a modifier to the complement, which is either a relative clause or another prepositional phrase. Going by this, we would use the examples given on the screen. Every prepositional phrase must have a head word and a complement, which is made up of a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase. That is settled. So, looking at the second example, under the table, we would find that under is the head word, while the table is the complement to the head word, and the table is a noun phrase. But in the last example here, we have under the table near you. Under is the head word as usual. The table is the complement to the head word. But near you gives an additional information about the particular table. So near you is a modifier in this instance. But it is important to point out that modifiers are not compulsory. So, the moment we have a preposition and the noun phrase or the noun, then the phrase is set. Let's look at the broad functions of prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases can take up functions ranging from the ones in adverbial groups to adjectival groups and can as well take the place of nominal groups. So we are saying that prepositional phrase can modify verbs, can also serve as qualifiers to nouns, and can perform the functions of nouns. If these are what we have in mind, then we would say that it is possible to have a prepositional phrase that modifies a verb like an adverb would do. It is also possible to have one that will qualify a noun just as an adjective would do. It is also possible to have one that would be a subject to a verb in a sentence or a complement, just as nouns do. Let's take a look at the specific functions drawn from the broad functions. In this particular way, we are going to look at the exact functions which prepositional phrases can carry out in sentences. The first function, we would say, the prepositional phrase modifies a verb. This function draws from the adverbial group. So the boy sat. The question would be, where? In the garden. So in this instance, the prepositional phrase serves as an adverbial of place. That is why it answers the question, where. You can also find prepositional phrases that would answer other adverbial questions. Function number 2, it qualifies a noun in a sentence. So in this case, the prepositional phrase draws up its adjectival ability. If that is the case, the example on the screen says, the boy in the garden is John. In the first instance, the prepositional phrase answered the question where, but in this particular example, it is going to answer the question, which boy? So we have the boy is John. Someone who wants to know more about the boy would say, which boy are you talking about? Which is the key word there for the question, and questions built on which are questions that describe nouns. Therefore, in the garden in this instance qualifies the noun boy. Function number 3, the prepositional phrase can work as a subject of a verb in a sentence. So in this case we say that the prepositional phrase is the theme of the sentence, is what the sentence is all about, and it occupies the position just as a noun will do. So what do I have here? In the morning is not a specific time. In the morning is not a specific time. What is not a specific time? In the morning. Nouns answer the question, what? In this case, prepositional phrase answers the question, what? Therefore, in the morning is performing a nominal function of being a subject of the verb is, as given in the sentence. Another function is that prepositional phrase can be a subject complement in a sentence. That is, it can come in to make the sentence complete and meaningful. Then it should also shed light on the subject used in the sentence. The example on the screen gives us the place was under the tree. If we stop at the place was, the sentence will not be complete. But if we continue to the end, we have a complete sentence. So under the tree is the same thing as the place being talked about here. Under the tree complements the sentence. Under the tree also complements the subject, which is the place. So here we notice that again this prepositional phrase answers the question what. The place was what. That's what comes up in this instance. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. If you touch the bell button, you will get a notification each time a new video is uploaded. Do well to like the video and share the video. Thank you.